Okay, so you started a conversation with someone that you're hoping will head towards talking about the gospel. You asked them what they think happens after we die. They answered. Then you asked them how God would divide everyone up in the end. I mean, who deserves to go to which place? What's it based on? And they gave their answer. Well, now you can suggest what you think. So just say something like, how about this? After we die, the guilty people go to a bad place and the innocent people go to a good place. Phrase it however you want. The guilty, bad, evil people go to hell, and the good, innocent, righteous people go to heaven. And most people agree to the idea. It seems reasonable. Well, now you should help the person figure out which group they're in, the bad one or the good one. Just take some examples of sins, wrong things we do, and see if they've done them. So tell them, okay, well, let's see where we stand. Think about lying. You ever done that? I have. Then take some other ideas that they'll actually understand, like cheating on a test, or their girlfriend, or grabbing some music off the internet they didn't pay for. That's called stealing. Usually works. Or manipulating someone at school, manipulating their parents. You get the idea. Just ask the person if they've done any of these kind of things. And when they do start to admit to doing some of this stuff, they'll start to realize they're not in the perfect, holy, blameless group of people that deserve to die and go to heaven. It's really important that you admit to doing the same things they do. When you agree that you've sinned just like everyone else in the world, which you have, people put their guard down. And when they do that, they'll let you keep talking to them, which is kind of important. Well, now the conversation is easy, right? If all the good people go to heaven and the bad people don't, wouldn't you be one of the guilty ones, the bad ones, the in trouble with God ones? I mean, which group do you think you're in? Because you kind of just failed the test here, right? Some people will open up right here and say, I've never really thought about it this way. Yikes. I guess I'd go to the worst place. So it's right here that people realize the problem. They start to understand that there's issues between them and God, and they're in the not so good group of people. Now your job is to just let it sink in. Let them think about it. Well, after it sinks in and the person realizes they're in trouble with God and they deserve to go to hell, as mean as that sounds, you need to throw in the most ridiculous idea I bet they've ever heard. Have you ever heard what God did to offer you the forgiveness of everything you've ever done wrong? Clean record. The forgiveness of your sin. Do you know what God did to offer you the forgiveness of all of your sin? Most people say no. They just grew up like a regular guy or girl, playing sports, going to school, going to work, and they just never really heard it. So they'll be kind of shocked. Well, now you've got to be able to explain the gospel, and that's next.